dokie, let me just test the audio levels. So I'm gonna go blah 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 blah, and then I need to mute the game in the background, and then listen to a stream. So let's open the volume mixer, and then I'll just mute that, and now I need to listen to that. Okay, I'm thinking I need to push up the volume. Oh, the volume for the mic actually is as loud as it'll go. Maybe the microphone's just not near enough my mouth. Okay, how's this? I'll unmute that for a second. I'll just try talking, and then I'll unmute it, and then because of the delay on the stream, I can listen back and see what it sounds like. I'll unmute that for a second. I'll just try talking, and then I'll unmute it, and then because of the delay on the stream, I can listen back and see what it sounds like. Okay, I think we're good. I'm just gonna have to drop this link. Right, a few things to do. Drop this link on the Discord. Oh, let's mute that in the background as well, or that's gonna get annoying very quickly. Just pop it in the announcements. Okay, so I've done that. The other thing I need to do is now open the YouTube page on mute on my phone, because I've only got the one monitor. So that way I can see comments and that. So we've got Lucy Lou 2 and the Hidden Shrine. Hello guys. Let me find a good place to balance the phone. There we go. Right, I reckon I can close this down in the background. I'll give myself a bit more memory. I'm going to erase progress. I'm going to start completely from scratch again, and I do need to rebalance the game. Yeah, thanks for joining. Yeah, this is a step towards controller support. The controller support is a step towards Xbox. I don't officially have Xbox and other console support on the roadmap, but I'm not ruling it out in the future. It's just far, far, far in the future. Not something I'm planning on right now. So let's just get these set up. Enabled, career, normal, random, 3 cells. Let's play, 7th of May. Starting at 6 in the morning. I'm just going to close the door. I don't want to wake my daughters up. 1 second. Okay, that should be better. (6 AM, 7th of May. Okay, I think I'll start. So I'll be playing this with I'm using the mouse there. I haven't got controller support in all the menus just yet. But for most of the gameplay, you should just be able to stick with the controller, and you shouldn't need to get and like put it down and switch to a mouse. Yeah, I think the most realistic route to getting this on Xbox or other platforms is if the game got picked up by a publisher. That way, they likely have the resources to port it to other platforms. So let me just set up the settings here. So we'll set the 20 resolution, 1080p, high, 6 kilometers, 90 degrees, default. Let's do that at intermediate. Don't need VSync really. Tornado width, full screen, grass radius. We bump that up to like 300. Camera shake enabled. I might disable it just for the stream. First person sensitivity, I might need to adjust those, so let's have a look. So vehicle sensitivity, that seems alright. Then if I get out the vehicle, whoa, that's way too sensitive. Let's put that down to 2. That's more like it. Still quite sensitive. Okay. Right, I'm using the controller here. Well, I'm glad to be the first game dev that you can talk to while I'm testing things. So this is an update that's been pushed. I'm just testing it live, so any issues that come up, I can push another update tomorrow or tonight if it's a really small one. So Hidden Shrine did a silly downsized items of Sim4 custom content. They ended up too small. I haven't played. So I played Sims 1 probably around this time last year. I never got into anything past Sims 1 and like the expansion pack, so I've never really tried out Sims 2, 3 or 4. So let's see, let's have a look. First thing you do, forecast. Oh wait, did I have it set to outbreak? 1 second, sorry, I'm gonna have to quit out of the game and start it again. Like I said, to outbreak, and as fun as chaos is, it is 20 to 10 at night. And I kind of just want to have a normal chase where it can be intermittently chaotic, not constantly chaotic. I don't quite have the energy level for that. I am ill right now. One thing I'll try and do tomorrow. Oh no, focus what mode was around. I'm sorry, I'm just being stupid. Speaking of doing a silly. Let's head to 1999. Yellow truck. There we go. Sorry, that restart was completely unnecessary. Just because it was an outbreak, I just had the feeling that it was going to be like that the entire game. And I've got a bad feeling that I've hard-coded that somewhere in the game during testing and forgot to set it back. If so, we'll just deal with it for the stream. I'm going to try and add steering wheel support tomorrow. So I have a Logitech G920. So I'm going to see how Unity reacts to adding that to the game. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. So we're in Stratford. Let's just make sure Stratford's actually there. Yep. Sorry about that. The forecast is winds from 242, so that's from the southeast, with right movers moving mainly to the east. So we want to be probably on this. Now that I've enabled mouse support on the thing, I can actually point out on stream, so I'm thinking. So we're here. We're gonna have things spawning in this, moving from 242 degrees, so roughly this direction. However, your strongest storms tend to move right of the mean wind, coming this way. So I think if we camp out here, it gives us options to go north or south. So first step, let's just head west. Oh, one thing I realized as well, at one point I reduced the resolution quality of the roads. I can't remember why I did that. I can't even remember doing it, to be honest, but I did that at some point, which is why the roads didn't look so great. Then I realised and set them back to the 2K resolution that they were meant to be, and hope you agree that they look a lot better. So controller support for people. So while you're in the vehicle, left trigger's brake, right trigger's accelerate, right thumb to look, left thumb to steer. And then you can right click the right thumbstick and then you can switch to the external mode. Y is to toggle lights on and off. Ooh, market spike, F2. Oh, we're not going to get any samples in that time. So yeah, the plan was to camp out here, wasn't it? So I have kind of nerfed the handbrake on this. That was because, oh yeah, you start off with a really poor VHS camera. Tracking artifacts and all sorts. I did post this on Reddit and everybody was like, oh, it's dumb having a camera like that, no one's going to want to play the game like that. And I tried explaining it was toggleable, and then people started thinking, oh, okay, so you have to go into the settings to disable it. So I just left it because I couldn't be bothered to explain. Okay, we're getting some rain over here. So one problem we're having is if you press the brakes and stayed at the same time, the truck would just spin out of control. So I had to change the brake balance. So when you apply the brakes, they apply more to the front wheels than the rear wheels. And because of that, the handbrake's now weaker. So it might not feel like it's doing much when you press the B key, but it is working. It's just a lot weaker than it was previously. Okay, we're in a good spot here, I think. So let's just check the radar. Where's the radar? Oh, there it is. Can you see it? Have you spotted it? Oh, there's two. Oh, that's one thing I need to do. I need to stagger the spawn time for the tornadoes. So they have different phases to go through. So there's a period of time where nothing happens, then the cell starts developing, and the tornado starts forming. And I do randomize them, but because they're randomized at the same range of values and all start at the same time, you get a lot of tornadoes forming at the same time. So I just need to stagger the initial formation of them. I feel like I'm watching Savage Skies or something from the 90s. I intercept less than 500 meters. Oops. So let's see which intercept should we go for. Excuse me. So I will check on comments in a second. I can see comments are coming through. Just not able. Oh, we need to warn Stratford. Right, this looks like the one that's going to be above it. Stratford. Steps up from 500 meters. So I get that less than 250. So if you do handbrake turns, you kind of have to use your regular brake a bit to kind of help it around the corners. You kind of almost have to do it. It's called a Dutch turn, where you kind of have to use your brakes and steering to break the grip of the road so that you can steer. We're going to start getting F1 samples here in a minute. Right, we need to get Stratford outside the siren. Okay. Okay, now we're in a good place to deploy as well. Oh, that looks really nice. 1 second, gotta get some extremely grainy, useless photos of that. Right, I think it's time to deploy and get out of here. I think there's something up with the tornado probabilities. They said low risk, but even when I get low risk, I get a lot of F5, so I think there's a bug somewhere there. So I need to remind myself. Somebody can drop a message on Discord. Remind me to check the tornado probabilities because they don't seem to match up with the forecast. Oh, save 40 lives. That'll be earning some money. Oh, we're getting F4 samples. Is that an F5? Get out of here. The truck is so slow. It looks like it's heading towards us because we're still 100 meters from an intercept. Because the way I've designed it is the tutorial guides you through earning the money you need to upgrade your max speed, but I started without doing the tutorial. Okay, let me just... Oh, so what we can do is we toggle the radar off and look at the tracks there. So that's headed right towards us. How close is it? Let's just step out a second. Yep, got stuff flying everywhere. think we need to execute our escape plan. So what I don't want to do is escape across the tornado's path. So looks like we're going to power flashes. Looks like we're going to have to. So let's head to the north. Alright, so when things calm down here, we'll check on comments. Alright, that thing's right in our tail. I think I need to dial down how much trees react to the wind. I think they're reacting a bit too much. Oh, F2 pays 4 times. Wait, we can make good money here. The radar back on. Let's sell our F2 samples. Let's just sell all of our samples, and then let's go to the upgrade screen. First thing, oh, $28,000. We must have saved some lives here. Oh, 187 saves, 1,063 deaths. That's quite poor performance on our part. Top speed will upgrade. Wind tolerance definitely upgrade. These are way out of balance. These would be a lot more expensive than they are. Radar resolution, radar range, and let's upgrade the camera as well. And engine. And let's enable dark mode because it looks legit. Okay, I think we're missing out on cool action here. The new debris clouds don't seem to be invisible. I did add logic for them, they just don't seem to show up. Very much need to check. There's nothing wrong with the mathematics for calculating the debris cloud size. And you can jump up to get a better look at the tornadoes as well. Wonder if I can land exactly on top of one of those poles and then jump again. Oh, I wonder if I can double jump. Didn't let me double jump. Yes! I did it. Now I can jump again. Oh, I fell off. Right, let's try that again. Alright. Yay, double jump! Okay, I'll stop messing about here, because it looks like we've got another cell on its way. Feels more like Outbreak. Very slow though. I think there's something going on there. Right, let's read some comments. Oh yeah, like a wind direction symbol. Yeah, I think what I'll do, I'll add a little wind barb, maybe in the bottom left corner or something like that. To just point to the direction the wind's coming from. There's not really a wind speed in here, since each cell kind of moves at its own speed. But I can have like a wind barb indicate the direction. Okay, Pilot Hill's got 40 seconds before it gets hit. May need to sound a remote warning for that, but with right, maybe if I get some photos, I can afford it. It's not worth it. Pilot Hill, well, it's only got a few people there, and they're probably gonna die anyway. Wait a sec, what's going on with the road here? What is going on with the road? Okay, that definitely needs fixed. Okay, so I need to look at tornado probabilities and fix this road here. So that isn't right. I did do some sort of terraforming around here with the roads, and this road must have got caught up in that. I had to kind of paint the terrain by hand. Yeah, so I'm just looking at the suggestion there to have the amount of tornadoes randomized. I do want to do that. It just requires a bit more logic. The code's quite sensitive to the number of tornadoes, and if that suddenly change, it starts trying to access data on tornadoes which are then no longer there, so just removed. So you've got to put a lot of logic and checks in place to make sure that you updating the number of tornadoes appropriately and at the right time. So it is doable, but the way I coded the game, I originally coded the game with just one tornado in mind, and then I kind of refactored it to have multiple tornadoes. This town got absolutely wrecked. And then I didn't really think of having a changing number of tornadoes, so I can do it. It's just one of those things I have to push off for like maybe a month or two while I take care of more pressing issues. Oh, forgot about the probe. I'm gonna need that. Get a photo of that. I've just unlocked my move goal on Apple Fitness for the day. I don't know how that is considering I'm sitting in a chair. So I'm just... Yeah, please don't put that quote anywhere permanent Reddington. Only a few people will get that anyway, who cares? Yeah, not the best out of context quote. We're clearing tornado tracks. Yeah. That would be easy enough just to add the toggle tornado tracks and toggle radar, have a bit of a gap and then kind of clear tornado tracks. Where's that one actually? Oh, this is just a baby F1. Let's follow it, let's try and get some more data. It's not as threatening since it's only an F1. No one's ever died in an F1 tornado, ever. And anyone who doesn't know already, Mark Payton's going to be streaming this game tomorrow. It was originally going to be at 7 PM Eastern, it's now going to be 5 PM Eastern. But I'm really grateful he's been great, emailing back and forth. Very responsive, actually. I've never had quite so quick responses before. But yeah, he's going to be streaming the game tomorrow, so I'm hoping he enjoys it. I hope people who watch the stream enjoy it. Look at the types of videos he does, the types of Stone Chase videos, a lot of hype, a lot of excitement. It should be a good stream, especially if he cranks his dial up to outbreak mode. I don't think I could keep up that level of enthusiasm for that long, but I'm sure Mark can. So if you haven't already, subscribe to his channel and we've marked that event tomorrow. Are we going to be able to catch up with that? One thing I want to add next is rumbles as well, so when you hit bumps and stuff, the controller vibrates. When I said rumble there, remind me of, was it the Nintendo 64, you used to have to get a rumble pack if you actually wanted any sort of, not force feedback, but it was like a physical thing you had to buy and add on to like the expansion slot to the back of the controller. I wonder what this game would look like on a Nintendo 64. Be a bunch of people probably saying it wouldn't look any different, but yeah, that's just offensive. To them I say go play Nintendo 64 then. Don't think it's going to be a good intercept route there. Got that tornado over there. I don't know why there's no rain. Oh, it's because we're near that tornado. Let's go after that one. Stratford's got to get hit again. I think there's one resident left alive. I think. Yeah, one unwarned. There's no way I'm using a remote warning for that. F2 pays double for the next 7 minutes. Okay, we're probably going to get some F2 samples. I did see there is an issue on ultra wides, talking between camera mode and the in-game camera. I've managed to recreate the issue. Just I haven't been able to figure out what's causing it, and I'm also because I can't figure out what's causing it, I can't push a fix yet or start working on a fix. I need to be able to recreate. If I'll be able to recreate, I need to be able to figure out what's actually causing the issue. I don't know why I've got headlights on. Let's turn those off. Excuse me. Right. Catch up on this one. Yeah, I need to fix. There's something going on with the wind effects. Seems like they can ramp up, but then they don't seem to calm down after the tornado passes. Might just have to drive into this one. Oh, we've got the new looking debris cloud there. We have the base there. Oh, this is hard. I don't want to have to off-road to another tunnel ahead of the Stratford. This is why I've better look at that one. Let's go after that one. Stratford's just getting hit again and again. I'm thinking this tornado going to start off and be slightly less smooth than that. I know it said it would start off smooth and gradually get more rough. That makes sense, but I don't think it looks great there. I think it's a little bit more bumpiness to it. Quite uniform in the way it appears there. I don't know how we're a kilometre away from an intersect point when it's there we go, we need to fly along this road while dodging all these roofs and trees which are getting absolutely raggy at it. Right, let's deploy here. It's 220 mile/hour winds. Maybe I'll get a little bit further from it. Oh, this is good. This is not good. Okay, 180. I think we can survive that. Famous last word. Okay. Get up the car. Or the truck, to be more correct. That's just a spinning wall of death. This would be incredibly intimidating in real life to see. You zoom out a bit and put it in. Like, what if I just zoom in? Like, look at that motion. Okay, is that deployed? Because the roof's getting thrown at us and the truck is starting to slide. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Whoa, that almost got us. Still bits of roof flying all around. Right. Take the north escape route. That is just nuts. That's like the angry X5 at the end of Twist bit. It's a bit confusing driving like this. You can remember the controls are in the wow, that's just really epic. Like when I go to record things like the trailers from a game, I can never get epic scenes like this intentionally. Whoa. Then when I'm streaming, suddenly it all starts happening at once. Look at this. I just gotta watch out for debris falling on us. The one guy in Stratford died. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, they did. Good spot there. F2. Did I actually fly my Pro? I can't remember. Some F2. Ooh, got 60 grand of F4 samples. We were still getting them. Oh, they're gonna be rich. Those F4 samples, how much are they worth each? $70 each. Look, got a satellite as well. Not really a satellite, but it looks like one. Stratford's about to get nailed again. Okay, the grass isn't supposed to do that. I did implement a PID controller to change the speed of the wind speed on the grass, and I'm guessing the implementation hasn't been very stable. Oh, look, it's getting that. That's just the brief cloud look around the base. That's a vile one over there. Look at how much that's spinning. Oh. Yeah, I need to dial down the sensitivity as you look at that thing. That's a drill bit. Maybe we should go after the drill bit. Go after the drill bit. Take a look at the radar speed. Stratford's been exceptionally unlucky on this one. What's the forecast? Severe risk high, yeah. I could have told you that without looking at the forecast. Let's try and get up close to that drill bit. Oh, where's my probe? I dropped it along that road somewhere. So many things to do. I actually really like the look of that drill bit over there. zoom in with the camera. Look a look. Oh. Just went off the map, it suddenly died. We'll get our probe then. We're ready for the next bit of the chase. There it is over there. I don't really want to sell it, I want to wait for the next market spike, because this is like an F4 market spike for like 5 times the price. That's going to be worth absolutely ton. I've got to make sure I don't die. Well, dude, I can save my game, just in case the computer crashes or whatever. But saving the game doesn't protect against dying, because I'm pretty sure it auto-saves if you die, but you can't just keep reloading every time you die and then not use the samples. F1 spike. Okay, let's just sell the F1 samples quickly. Sell them for render spike. Look at them upgrades. Got another cell popping up, let's go after it. Got all our time around Stratford today. Gonna play Storm Chasers. I used to, I haven't actually played the new update. I've been putting so much time into this game that I haven't really played Storm Chasers in probably several months now. But I did really like Storm Chasers. I was a massive fan of the game. Like, I still am a massive fan of the game. It's just when it got abandoned, I decided to start working on my own game. And even though the devs come back for Storm Chasers, I'm kind of got all my energy and attention focused on this now. When I do play a game for fun, I've started playing American Truck Simulator, and I'm gonna start playing Euro Truck as well, since I've bought more DLC in Euro Truck than I have for American Truck. I've got a Logitech wheel and gear shifter and pedals, and I've tried to get as realistic as I can. So I've got the Eden Fuller shifting pattern for the 13 speed that I've currently got, and I've also disabled the Synchromesh gears, so you have to rev match to change gears. So I figured out that I can float gears to upshift, and then double clutch to downshift. That seems to work the best. Then I was actually practicing floating the gears when I was driving today, like with an actual real car. It's quite fun once you start figuring out, I don't know what's going on with all these outlines here. So yeah, if anyone who drives a manual or stick as preferred to in America, you don't really have to use the clutch to change gears, which is interesting. You just shift into neutral and wait for either the revs to fall if you're shifting up a gear, or tap the gas a little bit if you're going, if you're shifting down, and then if you match the revs, the gear stick should just be able to shift into the next gear. Oh, let's try and position ourselves for an intercept. Which way is this going? Yeah, we're heading in the right direction. Did I put the probe back in? Yeah, I did. Good. Got it. Let's just deploy it off-road. Will be considered to the other drivers. I think they may be sneaking up on us. That might be closer than it actually looks. Right, let's just escape to the west. This thing is intensifying very quickly. Oh, we'll go through it. Okay, if anyone has photosensitive conditions, I might look away for the next couple of minutes, because when I drive through this forest with the trees doing this, it's not going to be epilepsy friendly, that's to say the least. Yeah, that's something I want to fix before Mark's stream tomorrow. Don't want to be responsible for anyone's photosensitive seizures. Just watch it from a safe distance. We're getting F4 samples again. This has been a very successful chase, I could say. I've been playing with the controller this whole time, by the way. So I have to kind of remind myself which buttons do what. I'm open for suggestions on changing the mappings. I do want to make it eventually so that you can just put your own custom keybinds in. Can I crash into those? No. Some road signs I can crash into, others I can't. Just stop here and take in the scenery. Or I can try and get really close to the tornado so you can hear the new tornado sound effects. So I think I'll stream for about another 10 minutes. It's getting a bit late and just getting little there. I could probably do with the sleep, but I do really enjoy doing these streams. I don't want to risk off-roading it because we've got the system. You know what? I'm just going to sell the samples. I'm worried at this point I'm going to do some stupid things with the samples. There we go, that's 195 grand. 1,000 F4 samples, just got an achievement. Take a look at the radar. Toggle the tracks on and off. The radar. I don't know. Yeah, they've kind of all been in the southeast corner of the map. 2 F5s as well. Now I've sold those, I want to try and get a bit closer so you can hear the new tornado sounds which I bought. Just zoom out a bit, I want to avoid logs. I do have to use the mouse to zoom in and out. I forgot to add the keybinds to zoom in and out from the controller. That was lucky. Not sure if you can actually hear the other wind effect. It's over the top of all the others. I do need to fix the audio mixing levels. Truck should be getting lifted by now. Maybe need to tweak the point at which the trucks get lifted. So F1 pays 4 times as good as any to sell some samples. What upgrades can I get? Oh, to be fair, my wind tolerance is 190 miles an hour. Just realised. Radar refresh rate. Got to add the button for it. I think that's supposed to be in there, so you don't have to wait 8 seconds for each radar scan. Surprisingly, everyone in Pilot Hill is still alive. This has had a bunch of close calls rather than getting hit. The closest was this F4 here. See that? This F4 came close. Okay, so my list of to-dos are fix this grass jittering, add back the upgrade button, and fix that road. Oops. I just deploy a probe here. We'll get a load of samples. There's a tornado lurking in there. I think you may have noticed your player capsule has shadows. They are literally just the shape of like a pill shape. That's that's all I've got right now. I haven't gone as far as getting first-person character models. I just think there's a lot more to work on in the game before I add that in. There's another tornado over there. Life 1 pays 4 times. Oh no, I think that's an old one. Let that multiplier builder. The way it works is each subsequent sample you get is worth slightly more than the one before it. Trying to get a bit closer rather than just playing it safe. Let's put that back in the... Get close to one of these. What I'm thinking I'd do is, people seem to leave some slight precipitation on to help with the blending of the tornado. Right now what I do is I blend it between some random intensity value and 0. What I need to do is between some random intensity value and a low value like 10% or something like that. Transparency. So that there's always some precipitation fog there. Oh wow. Wow, that was hiding. Okay, I'm just gonna hide the hood and get past this tree. Don't know if Steam is taking a screenshot. Yeah, I hope it is. If not, I could always take one of these ones. That looks really nice. What's the time in game? 6 PM, so we're getting towards sunset. Get these trees out of the way. The moments in the game are just randomly epic. I like when it suddenly works out. You get amazing visuals even though everything's procedurally generated and randomized. Oh no, it's starting to rope out. I want to get the other side of it so we can get some of the sunset colours on the funnel, but right now on the shadow side of it. Come on, let's end the stream with a beautiful sunset shot. Come on. I know the road runs out. The map runs. The map runs out. Okay, maybe that's a good point to end the stream on. I have fallen into the void, and escape is impossible. So I think what I'll do is I've made a mental note of those upgrades, those patches I need to do before the stream tomorrow. I do want to work on audio tomorrow as well, so I'll have my audio mixers set up so you can muffle sounds and blend them with different volumes and pitch shifting and things like that. So I'll do that tomorrow, but thank you everybody who's joining on the stream. Sorry I haven't been as interactive on the comments, actually outside of the zone where you hear rain. Yeah, thank everybody for your comments. Sorry I haven't been as upbeat as usual. I am starting to come down with something, and I just haven't been my usual self, but hopefully I'll be better soon and we can have a bit more energetic stream in the next couple of days. But you'll if you want an energetic stream, definitely tune into Mark Payton's tomorrow. But I'm going to sign out now. Everyone have a brilliant evening, afternoon or morning, depending on where in the world you're watching from.